I ain't rocking with the Warriors no more. I mean, let's not get it twisted. It's all New York everything for me. Like, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Nets fan. Those are my teams in real life. All things New York don't ask me to choose. You can't make me. Get out of here. Mind your business. Argue with your moms. Um, I also rock with the Rockets because my name is Rock. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't no deeper than that. If they doing good or they doing bad, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see me with a Rockets cap. But I like the Warriors. Well, I did. Like, I wouldn't be all public talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you sports fans act like you ain't allowed to like more than one team and all that. I mean, and yeah, I feel like you ain't allowed to rep more than one team. I can get behind that theory. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm already breaking the rules with rocking, we're repping New York and Brooklyn because I'm from Brooklyn and New York, and that's my whole concept, right? But anyway, I digress. Enough of that. The Warriors be. I'm not no basketball savant or aficionado. I don't know all of the everything. You know what I'm saying? All of the inner workings of contract politics and all of that. I can understand enough of it to know that, enough of the game to know that they kind of fouled for not paying Klay. You know, one could say getting rid of Klay, but Klay ain't want to stay because they ain't want to pay bars, right? So my condolences to the Bay because I know it hurted them to see his last day. Still more bars, right? See him jet, right? But why? I mean, like, I honestly feel like in real life, if they would have won, or if they would have made it to if they would have made it into the playoffs and had a decent run, whatever. They was from behind the eight ball. Whatever. If they would have made it into the playoffs, anything has happened. Anything can happen because you gotta, it's a four. You gotta win 4 games, so you could lose one game, and you understand what I'm saying, and make up for it. It's like they won the last title they won. I believe they was down. It was understand they was down against the Celtics in the finals. When you in a play-in game situation, you can't afford to lose no games. You lose one, yeah, well, however it go. Like if you depending on your spot, you gotta win one game or you gotta win 2 games. But the bottom line is they wouldn't have been in no playoff they wouldn't have been in no play-in situation had it not been for Mr. Draymond Green. And I love Draymond Green. I loved that whole squad. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Only like through they whole run, I used to love watching. I just loved the brand of basketball that they was playing, right? When Kevin Durant was there, when they had Spates and Livingston and all of the iterations. What was that nigga they had? What's the Brazilian blur they used? I can't think of his name right now, but they like I always rock they David West, like all of the iterations of their team I rocked with, right? I love their brand of basketball because every iteration of that team contained Steph, Klay, and Dre, right? Those three made it work, right? But the it was always the Splash Brothers. Draymond wasn't included in that. You understand? He wasn't. I mean, he wasn't splashing. You understand what I'm saying? Like it was Steph and Klay that. Granted, I don't feel like they could have done it without Dre. You understand? I feel like all three. I feel like that formula doesn't work without all three of them. You understand what I'm saying? Like Draymond allows Steph to run around and run track the whole game. You understand what I'm saying? He don't have to really play point guard. He can have niggas chasing him off screens all day, every day. The niggas ain't conditioned for that right there. You understand what I'm saying? You play D on him. He passed the ball. You relax for 1 second. He going to the corner for it. Like, niggas ain't got time for that, right? But Draymond allowed them both to roam around with freedom and hit all of them long range shots, right? But I'm saying Draymond last year was a doozy, and what'd he do? He choked out. He put Nurkic in the Fiend, right? No, that wasn't Nurkic. That was Gobert. He put Gobert in the Fiend and backhand poo-papped up Nurkic. That was Nurk, right? Like, you got sick. If you wouldn't have got suspended for them 16 games in the middle of the season, y'all wouldn't have been in no play-in situation. And if they wouldn't have been in the play-in situation, they would have been in the playoffs and not in. You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't have got bumped out. If Draymond missing 16 games, if that doesn't happen, you think they do better or they do worse? So, Dre missing these games put them in a play-in situation, in my opinion. Can't nobody tell me no different. You understand what I'm saying? And it is just what it is. By the way, welcome to the nation. I'm your landlord, your host, your janitor, your tour guide. I mops the damn floor, all of that. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share, like, and leave a donation if you feel like it. Super thanks or Cash App. The Cash App tag will be in the comments. But yeah, like if Dre wouldn't have missed those games, then it's simple. They make it into the playoffs. And the Warriors are scary. They scary against anybody in a 4-game series. That's just a fact. So, and then I'm watching the little sports analyst show, the niggas who really know the ins and outs, and they talking about how Klay offered them a good deal. You understand what I'm saying? They was like, we don't know. We could, because they was trying to get Paul George. And then they end up not getting Paul George. I don't know if y'all gonna win again, but I don't like y'all like that no more, B. That's fine. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. People always talking about this is just another side note, right? Just to put it in there. People always, you got the old school type of fan. That I'm not an old school fan. I'm a new school fan. Like I ain't been watching sports my whole life. Not, for real. Like I was a casual fan, right? But an old school fan always talk about, like the players shouldn't leave their team. Like they shouldn't force their way out of a team and this, that, and the third. Like everybody come down on LeBron. Everybody come down on Klay. I mean on KD. You know what I mean? Niggas who want to force their way out. James Harden, you know what I'm saying? James Harden was reckless and all of that. But the same deal applies, right? People want to call them all kind of names and deem them the weakest player or the weakest move, deem that move the weakest move, as Stephen A said about Kevin Durant, the weakest move ever by a superstar and all of that. But all these players are trying to do is follow their dream and do what's best for them, right? The owners do the same shit. Like the owners could say nobody said nothing. I always go back to this when Chris, who was it? When I think when Chris Paul left the Clippers, Blake Griffin was supposed to be the new man. Like they told Blake Griffin this was his city. LA is your city, blah, blah, blah. We going billboards, parades, all kind of, this is your city. And he wake up one day and now he in cold-ass Detroit. He go from LA for years, some of the best weather in the world, and then they tell him it's about to get better for him. The weather about to get even better for him, figuratively speaking, and then you ship him to one of the foul. They never care. They don't care about you. It's all about them. I got this salute Gilbert Arenas for pointing this out more than once. Like, they got salary caps. They don't want to go over the salary cap because they're going to have to pay some extra. It's going to cost them extra money, but they expect the player to take less to get a... You go cut into your money. I ain't going to cut into mine, and I'm the billionaire. Come on, B. But I digress. I don't like it. I just went into that's just to shine a little bit of extra light on why I think the teams be foul, man. Do what's best for you, B. Do what's best for you. I just had to come on here and say that. Usually y'all don't, these videos where I be talking about sports, they don't do that well, but I don't care. I needed to say this. I've been sitting on these feelings for a couple days now, and I just watched another video, and it is what it is. Take it or leave it. Argue with your moms. Rock on, rock gone.